If you're watching this, you might have just stumbled to lust. And if you're a Christian man like me, this is bound to happen. You're bound to feel a lot of self-rejection, a lot of contempt for yourself, not feeling like you're good enough, and then you have that really bad PNC, post-nut clarity. I didn't want to say it, but I said it anyway. If you have family in the room, you feel that, right? After you're doing something that you know you shouldn't have been doing, and now you're looking to YouTube for something to actually help you. Well, you're in luck. My name is Andrew W. I've had a lot of experience so far in my 26 years old of stumbling with lust, battling with it, wrestling with it. You're gonna be honest, even still struggle with things to this day. But now I've actually had some great frameworks to work off of to actually change and glorify God in the process, and going to church every Sunday and having those moments where you know you conquered something this week. And that's what I want to share with you, an opportunity to actually do something about this lust issue that you know that you have, and that's why you're watching this video. So welcome. I'll go through a couple slides here and go through the things that I've done to kind of help me in my journey, and I will give you some practical tips at the end, not just some course to give you some knowledge, and at the end we're going to make some actual change. Alright, let's do it. So first thing you need to know is that every man struggles with this. Okay, this is something the enemy does not want you to know. The enemy wants you to feel like you're alone in your struggle. The enemy wants you to feel like you have no hope, and that's what you feel, right? Whenever you do something you know you shouldn't be doing, you're sitting there all nasty. Let's just keep it real. Immediately you're like, oh, I'm never going to do this again. I'm never going to do this again. And then what happens a day later, even a couple hours later, in my lowest low, whenever I was been hooked at 13. And that's what I meant when I have decades of experience. I have 1 decade of experience with lots of years, which is over half of my life. It's insane. Every man struggles with this, and it's the enemy's tactic to make you feel like you're alone. And I go through a lot of calls. I go see a lot of issues in the young men's society these days. Even in everybody in their mid-20s to 40s or 50s, everybody has this problem. Every man has this issue, and we have to stop pretending like it's not. When we pretend that we're alone, or when we think that we are alone, we don't bring it to anybody. We don't confess it to God, most of all, and then it doesn't heal. Okay, so the first thing you need to accept is that you're not alone in the struggle. There's thousands of courses, there's thousands of people talking about this for no reason, for a reason, and there's thousands of people on NoFap for the same exact reason. Okay, this is not a issue just for you. Even if you have it bad, I'm sure a lot of people have it worse. Okay, all right. So now that we have that down, next slide here. The problem, the mission, and the problem. Oh God. Great. Now we're on. On to the next one. The problem. The problem with this. The problem with lust in general. It affects you, and most importantly, your mission that God has for you. Okay. I don't want to be weird here, but I can tell when people are having this issue. I can tell when men are out here living their life and have this issue when I talk to them. Okay, I don't want to ask and be like, "Hey, did you nut today?" I don't want to do that. Okay, but let's just say it's easy to tell. It's easy to tell for me too. My energy's down. I don't look people in the face. All the confidence and manlyhood that God has instilled in us is not there whenever we succumb to lust. Okay. And you have to stop fooling yourself. Let's get real. People can tell. Alrighty. So, what's the next slide here? An illustration of how you feel. You might, after you stumble to lust, this is just an AI image. It doesn't say Bible. I don't know. AI. It did its best. Okay, let's give it a round of applause. This is literally what happens though after succumbing to lust. You grab your Bible, trying to rectify yourself immediately, and little did you know, there's 30 demons around you just waiting for the next hour to kind of tempt you again. The Bible says in a specific passage in Matthew, when you exile a demon or when you beat a demon, it actually goes back to hell basically, and gathers 7 more demons stronger than the one before it to come at you again. So when you feel like it keeps on getting harder, right, more difficult to sustain pure lifestyle, that's why. It's not because you're doing any worse, it's because you're having harder attacks on you. Okay? And you feel like this, And these demons are literally just waiting for as soon as you start putting down the Bible, and as soon as you go on your Instagrams or your social medias to attack you. So this is just an illustration I wanted to include because this is how it kind of feels sometimes. But note, this is what needs to be done. You have to go all in. I have just tried blocking off my social medias. I have tried to, have a screen time on my phone, but quickly I go delay for the rest of the day. Turn off my filters. Even if I give it to my wife at the time, I'll say, give me this, give me that, take off my restrictions. And then little did I know, or the demons know, that I will be going right back to the things I were before. And experiencing the same exact things I was trying to get away from. So I kind of have a break from it, right? But I'm just putting a Band-Aid on an open wound. But the real thing here that God requires is for us to go all in. What do I mean by going all in? I don't mean just deactivating social medias and then just waiting willy-nilly whenever you feel like re-downloading them. You have to go all in. You have to delete the accounts. You have to, anything that causes you lust, you have to gouge it out, take it away. I just sold my PS5. There's things that you can go on the PS5, on the internet, to look at things you shouldn't be looking at. I sold it. Okay? I am going all in. And you have to do the same. You have to curate everything you consume in your day-to-day so it helps renew your spirit. At the end of the day, renewing your spirit glorifies God. It glorifies yourself. And again, you have that nice feeling of going into church and being in fellowship with fellow Christians, knowing that you did not stumble that day. You have to get angry, okay? This isn't just a silly battle. It's the enemy waging war over your soul because he's intimidated for the work that you're going to do for the kingdom should you so beat this sin. Okay, so you need to realize it as it is. It's an actual attack from demonic forces of evil principalities, not just you being bad. Okay, let's actually get angry and do something about it. Righteous anger, such as when Jesus came in and flipped the tables in the temple. You have to get angry, and you need to do what needs to be done to get rid of this thing. Like I said, you have to go all in. And this is the kind of the feeling that we can have when we go into church sometimes and we're feeling like a fraud. You go into church and you're just feeling lonely. Everybody's looking at you like a freak. You're basically feeling like this. Everybody can smell the weirdness on you because you just did something before church like a little freak. And that's something that you're not alone in. I've had the same experience. Okay, and yeah, these AI images are kind of creepy. I don't know what the couple of these things are, but that just adds to the horror of it, honestly. And what you need to do is take action today. You don't need to take another course. You need to take action. Is a course action? No, you're actually just consuming things you already know that you need to do. So you're just spinning your wheels and hoping that the evil spirits will just go away. They will not. They will not go away. Unless you actually take action to look to God and get these demons flushed out of you and stop consuming everything that gives you these feelings. Okay? So cut it out and replace. It's that simple. I mean, why is it so complicated? I think everybody's trying to complicate it in our own minds so we can keep doing it in the back of our head knowing that we can come back and keep doing this stuff. We don't actually really want to change. We want to feel like we've changed for a couple days and then go back. But the peace that the Holy Spirit has instilled within me is just so intangible and so great that I need to share this with you guys because it can be done. You don't need to be keeping up with whoever the heck on social medias. None of that ever feeds you. If you're saying you're staying connected, that's just a lie. Because you can look through all your Instagram posts, and this is something I did whenever I deleted mine. I looked back at my Instagram posts, I realized this isn't anything. Oh yeah, I mean, like, I had good memories. I was taking pictures of, like, my dog. I mean, my dog is cool, right? Or I was taking pictures of, like, my broken skateboard trucks. Like, it's stupid things that we keep on having attached to us. Like, you can have pictures on your phone. Why does it have to be on your social medias when you know the social media is causing your eyes to see things that are impure and then leading to things that you shouldn't be doing? So you need to do what needs to be done. Take action today. And I have some good news for you guys. I do have a solution, but the three pillars I want to instill with you guys before I give you the solution to fully, to fully combat this lust thing. I have it written down right here. We need to cut out the bad stuff, fully delete all your accounts, get rid of your video games if that causes you anything that causes you to stumble needs to go. And do not let any worldly possessions tie you down, because that means you're tied down to the world. Simple as that, which has been manufactured by the enemy. So you're in turn letting the enemy win. So let's take some action. The three pillars that you can do to cut out and replace, cut out the bad stuff and replace it with these three things. You're going to replace it to go into God in prayer. You're going to read the Word, and something I can help you out with, being in community with other people going through the same thing, right? So let's minimize myself here. This is Next Gen Men. It's a free community. It's my free community, actually. 26 members strong right now. As you can see right there, we're the next generation of Christ-centered men go to experience the community of brothers they've been searching for. Are you searching for a community? Are you alone? Do you have a community that's not effective? You go into a community that is inhibiting bad things. You're doing, what's it say? You'll be the person of the 5 people you surround yourself around, right? Surround yourself with some good guys. There's some great guys in here who have some great insight. I post my insight, and we'd love to have you. It's focused on one of the pillars I just mentioned, being in the free community, but the good news is being in this community can help knock down the other pillars, really. It has some free resources in there too on the basics of being a Christian man. Let's see what's actually inside. I have this for you guys. Free action plans, not courses that will not do jack, to actually conquer lust and counteract it and prevent it from even entering your brain. And in the meantime, giving you an action plan to do so. Accountability programs with me personally to result in real change. Something of a spiritual strength trainer. They have physical trainers that help you with your muscles. Why not help you with your spiritual muscles, right? And last but not least, that's supposed to be great. Community of men dedicated to building each other up. There's guys in here that go to that open up about their problems, me included. Share insights that they had, any verses that stand out to them, and that's something that really is lacking in today. That men are lacking is a place to actually go to speak to other men about issues. Like I said, we all feel alone in everything that we do. So that's a concrete example. Let's take action, guys. You guys need to be in this. All right, let's take action and not just consume another dumb course that has no good tips. All right, let's get involved and actually take a real step of faith. And let's stomp these demons out and send it from whence it came back to hell, where it belongs. And in my opinion, in my experience, I've had some great wins with this, and this is what you need to do after stumbling to lust. Thank you very much for watching. The description to the communities down below, the link as well. And let me know if you guys have any questions down below in the comments. Alright, I'll see you next video. Bye.